Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn about the 4 sounds of Y. If you're taking lessons with me, make sure to have your magnetic spelling board and your letter tiles. Now let's take a look at the letter Y. One of the things that I noticed is the colors of the letter Y tiles. Did you notice that one is in red and one is in blue? It is the only letter that is like that on the board. The other vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, are all in red. And the rest of the letters, do you remember what they're called? That's right, consonants. The consonants are all in blue. So why does the letter Y have a red tile and a blue tile? That's right, because sometimes Y is a vowel. And that's why we say A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Sometimes Y is a vowel. But sometimes Y is a consonant. When we are spelling words on the spelling board, if Y is a consonant, we're going to use the blue tile. And if Y is behaving as a vowel, we will use the red tile. Now, first, let's consider when Y is a consonant. When Y is the first letter in a word, it is a consonant. Let's think of some words that begin with the letter Y. Let's spell the word yes. So we're going to start with the consonant Y, Y. And remember, as you're spelling, when you pull a tile to the center, make sure to say the sound. So if I'm starting with the Y here, I would pull it and I'd say Y, S. Slide it together, yes. Okay, let's clean up and spell another word. Let's spell the word yet. We haven't talked about when Y is a vowel yet. Y, t. That's right. Y-E-T spells yet. So are you listening for the sound of Y? When a word begins with the letter Y, the Y is a consonant and it makes the Y sound. Okay, let's clean up. Let's spell the word you. I like to say the little rhyme. Y-O-U spells you. Y-O-U spells you. Very good. Okay, let's clean up. Now maybe if you're very loud, your mother might say, please don't yell. Let's see if we can spell the word yell. Bring it to the center, that's right, and say the sound. Y. Eh. That's right, the letter E. Yell. Good. Did you bring down the letter L? And then do you remember in the floss rule, what did we learn? In a one-syllable word with a short vowel sound, F, L, and S are often doubled at the end of the word. So there we have it, yell. Good, now let's leave this one here and we can spell another word, a color word. What color starts with yell? That's right, yellow. Yellow. We hear the long sound of O. Yellow. Yellow. So those are all words that begin with the consonant Y. So let's review one more time. When a word begins with the letter Y, it's a consonant and it says Y. Okay, let's clean up. All right, so now we're going to put the consonant Y away. And we're going to look at the red Y tile, where Y is a vowel. And let's consider Y as a vowel. So, when we've been practicing our phonemes, when you see the letter Y, what are the 4 sounds you say? What sounds? That's right. First sound is the consonant sound. Y, I, E. Again, what sounds? That's right. Y, I, E. There are 4, aren't there? Y, I, E. So the first one we've already talked about. Y. That's the sound of Y as a consonant. The other 3 sounds that Y makes when it's a vowel, remember from your lesson, it takes the same sounds as the letter I. So the letter I says I when it's a short vowel, and then it has 2 long vowel sounds. I, where it says its name, and also sometimes it says E. So those are the same vowel sounds that we hear with the letter Y. So when Y is acting as a vowel in a word, it can say I, or E. Now let's consider when it has its short sound and its long sound. Well, you know, just like any other vowel, the letter Y says its short sound in a closed syllable. So let's build some words and I'll show you what I mean. Let's take the letter G to begin our word. We'll put Y in the middle. It's going to be our vowel. And then let's get the letter M. Okay. And if you remember one of our rules, when the letter G is followed by E, I, or Y, it says it's soft sound. So the G is going to say J. Now, let's tag this syllable. Is it open or closed? Well, let me check. There's the vowel. And oh, look, this consonant is closing the door on the vowel. So I'm going to tag it, and you do too on your board at home. Tag it with the closed syllable. Now, in a closed syllable, the vowel is usually, that's right, short. You see? So here we have a closed syllable, so the Y is going to say its short vowel sound. What's the short vowel sound of Y? Good job if you said I. That's right, I. So now we can read the word. What sound? J. What sound? I. What sound? Say it slowly. Gym. And say it fast. Gym. Okay, let's clean up. All right. I'm going to spell another word, and I'll have you see if you can read it. It's going to start with H, and then I'm going to use Y as a vowel. and I'm going to follow it with an M and an N. This is a word that you might know, or maybe not, and in this word, the last letter is silent. So, first thing, is it open or closed? Let's tag it. So here's the vowel. Oh, there's a consonant closing the door on the vowel. And then it has another silent consonant. So the door is definitely closed. And in a closed syllable, the vowel says it's short sound. That's right. And what is the short sound of Y? That's right, I. Now we can sound out the word. I, Say it slowly. Him. And say it fast. Him. Now you'll recognize I'm not spelling this word. This is another him. When I'm talking about, oh, the boy that's sitting over there, that's him. This is another word for a song. A song called a hymn. Okay, let's clean up. All right, let's spell another word. Pull down these letters. M, the vowel Y, S, T, I, C. Wow, in this word I have two vowels. How am I going to read that? That's right. You remember your lesson on syllable division? We put our finger like this, one finger on each vowel. We go inside, and if there are two consonants inside the two vowels, we're going to separate it between the two consonants. There we go. So now we have our two syllables. Now let's tag them. Open or closed? That's right, it's closed. The S is closing the door on the vowel. And this one, open or closed? That's right, it's closed. The C is closing the door on the vowel. Okay, and now we can read it. So in a closed syllable, we know that the vowels are going to be short. And what is the short sound of Y? That's right, I. And what's the short sound of I? It's I. They're both the same, aren't they? Okay, so now we can read this syllable. Is. Say it fast. Miss. Good. And this one. T. Ick. Say it fast. Tick. So we have miss, tick, and if we pull it together, we have the word mystic. Mystic. A mystic is like a magician. Maybe he's going to pull the rabbit out of the hat. A mystic. So now we can see that a word can have one syllable or it can have more than one syllable. But if we separate a syllable and it's a closed syllable with a Y, that the Y is going to say the short sound of I. Well, now let's take a look at when Y is going to say its long sound. So let's clean up. Oh, there it is. Okay, and this goes over here. All right. So, like any other vowel, Y says its long sound when it's in, that's right, an open syllable. But Y has two long sounds. Do you remember what they are? What are the two long sounds of the letter Y? That's right, I and E. Good job remembering. Okay, so now we want to talk about when do I use I and when do I use E? Well, when we're starting to read, here's an easy rule. At the end of a one-syllable word, Y is going to say I. Let's start with an easy word. Just put the letters M-Y in the center. I know you already know what the word is, but let's go ahead and tag it. Is it open or closed? That's right, it's open. There isn't anything closing the vowel, and that's the thing. We're talking about Y in an open syllable. So the words that we're going to be building now, they're all going to be open syllables. And we're talking about Y coming at the end of a word. So obviously it's an open syllable. If it comes at the end, there's not going to be anything closing the door. Now, let's clap and see how many syllables are in this word. My. That's right, and we can also go my. So it has one syllable, and that's what we're talking about. When Y has the long I sound, it's in a one-syllable word, like my. Okay, I'm going to take the syllable tag away. And what if I wanted to build the word by instead of my? I'd like to sit by my best friend. Is it okay if we don't talk? So I'm going to take the M away. What letter do I need to spell the word by? That's right, a B. So B-Y, B-I. Do you see how when Y is the last letter in a one-syllable word, it says the I sound? By. Okay, let's clean that up. Let's see if we can build the word try. What letters does it start with? Try. That's right. T. I. Read it. Try. So again, we've got an open syllable. It's only one syllable. Try. So we're talking about short words here. Short words that end in Y. And the Y says I. There's my, by, try. Let's take away the T and replace it with a C. And now what do we have? What word is that? Yes, cry. Okay, let's take away the C and replace it with a D. And now what word do we have? That's right, dry. Let's take away the D and the R and let's replace it with an F and an L. Can you sound that out? What sound? F. What sound? Oh. What sound? That's right, I. And now say it slowly. Fly. And say it fast. Fly. Very good. Okay, let's put away the L and the F. And let's go to our consonant teams and bring down the SH and see what kind of word we can make if we have SH and the letter Y. So is it an open or closed syllable? That's right, it's open. And the Y comes at the end. There's nothing closing the door. What sound is the Y going to say? That's right, I. And what sound does SH say? That's right, sh. So let's sound it out. What sound? Sh. What sound? I. Say it fast. Shy. Well, you're not shy. You're doing a great job. Okay, let's put this away up here. And let's take another consonant team. Let's take the WH this time. And I know you like to ask this question, right? When Mom says, no, we can't go to Dairy Queen tonight. And you're going to say, well, what sound? That's right, W. Remember, this is two-letter W. What sound? I. Good. And you're going to say, why? Why can't we go? Just because we went on Saturday, why can't we go every day? I want to have one of those blizzards. All right, clean up. So we've talked about why, when it's at the end of a short word, a one-syllable word, that it says the long I sound. Now we're going to talk about when Y has its other sound, the long E sound. And that's pretty easy. It's just at the end of a word that is at least two syllables. So it could be two syllables or more than two. So let's spell some words that use that. Pull down a B and an A and another B and the letter Y. Okay. And oh gosh, we've got two vowels now, so we're going to have to do a little syllable division. Remember that if we point to the two vowels and there's only one letter, it usually goes with the second syllable. We try it that way first. Okay, so now we can tag them. What are they, open or closed? That's right, they're both open because there's nothing shutting the door on the vowels. So in this word, when it's an open syllable, does it have the short or long sound? That's right, when it's open, it's the long sound. So what's the long sound of A? That's right, A. So this is going to say, bay. And then this one, we're going to have the long sound. But here's the special rule. When Y comes at the end, it makes its long sound. But if it's in a two-syllable word, it says E. So this is going to say B, E, B. And if we push them together, we have baby, baby. Do you have a baby at home? Some of you do. That's how you spell the word baby. Okay, let's clean that up. Okay, here's a word that you might want to spell when you're writing at school. Let's start with the letter F, and then the vowel U, and the consonant N, and then another consonant N, and the vowel Y. All right. Now, we see two vowels, so they're spread apart, and we know that we must have two syllables. We're going to put our fingers there, look inside. Oh, I see two consonants, so I'm going to separate those right there, separate the syllables. And now let's tag them. So what type of syllable do I have here? That's right. It's a closed syllable because the N closes the door on the vowel. And what type of syllable do I have here? Yes, it's an open syllable because there's nothing shutting the door. Okay, so let's sound this out. In a closed syllable, the vowel is usually short. So this is going to say fun. And in this one, an open syllable, the vowel is going to be long. And remember our rule. If we have a two-syllable word, if it's two or more syllables ending in Y, the Y is going to say E. It's going to say its E sound. So this will say knee. And let's put it together. What word did I spell? Come on, you can read it. That's right. Funny. Funny. I bet you're pretty funny. Okay, let's clean that up. Okay, let's spell something that is a special treat. Something yummy. Something for dessert. It starts with the letter C, then A, then the letter N, and then pull down a D, and the vowel Y. Okay, what do I do first if I want to read this? Maybe you know that word. That's okay. We're learning how to sound out new words and how to spell words with the different types of Y. So if I don't know this, I've never seen it before, I put my fingers here, I go inside, I have two consonants inside the two vowels, I separate it into the two syllables, and then I tag it. This one is a closed syllable. The N is closing the door on the vowel. This one is that's right, open syllable. Good. Now we sound it out. Now we know it's a closed syllable. We know it's short vowel sound. K, a, n, can. Good. This one, we know it's going to be the long sound. Now, what sound does the letter Y make when it's at the end of a two or more syllable word? That's right. Yes. It says E. So this is going to say D, E, D. Let's put it together. K and D. Say it fast. Candy. Uh-huh. That's right. Okay, let's clean it up. I know you probably wonder, Mrs. Ross, why don't you get more candy for prizes after our lessons? Well, I don't think the moms want me to have lots of candy, so that's why I have toys instead. But once in a while, I'll get a little candy in the treasure box. Okay, cleaning up. Well, to summarize, in this lesson, we've talked about the four sounds of Y. We talked about the sound of Y as a consonant. When it says Y, like in the word yak. Yancey Yak likes to yak or talk on the phone. And yak is an animal too, yak. And then we've talked about how Y as a vowel has three sounds, I, and E. It makes the short vowel sound I when it's in the middle of a closed syllable, like in the word gym. Gym. And then the letter Y as a vowel says the I sound when it's in a short word that's one syllable, like my, when it's at the end of a one-syllable word, like my, try, buy, cry, shy. And then it says the E sound when it's at the end of a two-syllable word. Like, here's another one. I have L-A-D-Y. I'm going to separate. I've got two vowels. Push that one with the second one. Tag it. That's open. That's open. So it's a long sound. Lady. So at the end of a two-syllable or three-syllable word, the Y says the E sound, like in lady. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning from this lady, and I look forward to seeing you at your next reading lesson.